Hello and welcome, David here from Blitz Breakdown. So today is day 20, and I wanted to share with you guys a game that I played yesterday. It was a bullet game, that's why I didn't feature it in a video like today, because I was just messing around on my chess.com account playing bullets, and I got paired against a FIDE master, pretty low ranked FIDE master. Usually they're at least like 23, 2400. This guy is obviously a little bit older and he comes from Cuba. So maybe not as active as some of the more elite players, but still a very strong player. And we played a bullet game, and I wanted to share it with you because I thought it was of general interest. Spoiler alert, I did not win this game, unfortunately. I played a little bit of offbeat opening. I don't actually know what I'm doing here, really. But I was quite happy with the way things turned out in the opening. I played to take control of the center and kind of eliminate any prospects of this dark square bishop for the time being. And generally did well up until here, where I give him this outpost on f5 with the knight. And after a few moves, remember it is a bullet game, so I did sadly blunder pretty badly. And you can see the strength of the light square bishop and what I'm about to do with moving the b pawn to b6, allowing the bishop to swoop in and win the exchange. Now, even at this point, I wasn't too unhappy because now my queen is along the light squares, and that definitely gives me something to play for. And he obviously wants to eliminate that, so he gets his queen on e4, trying to trade off queens. I'm down material, so I have no interest in exchanging queens here. But I see if I can get my queen to h5, then maybe I have a chance to deliver checkmate. But as soon as I played f6, I realized, you know what? Actually, it's pretty easy to defend any checkmating threats over here, especially with the queen on this diagonal. So I knew I was going to have to think of something else. And yeah, after this move, I was in a lot of trouble because this pawn is hanging. Basically, he can take it immediately. For some reason, he tries to kick my knight first, which he didn't need to. He could have just taken immediately. And yeah, I realized I was in a lot of trouble. So I was trying to break through and get some kind of counterplay along the g-file, but I'm just too late. And yeah, after this move, I resigned because he's going to take my bishop, discovery, and then I'm getting checkmated on the next move. So yeah, it was an interesting game. Not super thrilled to lose that, but it was nice to be able to get matched against the FIDE master, even if I did end up losing. So that was yesterday. Today, though, is a new day, and we're going to be only playing Blitz on this channel. So just a reminder, that was a bullet game. 2 minutes with a 1 second increment. And my goal isn't to beat a Grandmaster in bullet, it's to beat a Grandmaster in Blitz. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm aiming to achieve in this journey. And today's day 20. Let's take a look at who we're going to face today. Let's jump into it. I think I might change to this. So... Oh wow, we're playing someone who's ranked over 2000. So this should be a good game. They go for the Sicilian defense. And I will oblige. Just want to turn the volume down a little bit. Okay, this is interesting. So he immediately plays e5. That's very interesting. Usually they play knight. I'm not actually super clued up with this opening. Okay. Bishop to g5. Looks fine. Wow. This is very odd. I really don't know what's going on here, actually. Because it just feels like I want to take, and then jump in. Almost. And then he has queen to a5 afterwards. I'm just going to go for attack. It looks like he has to castle on the king side, so... kind of just force him to castle on the king side, and then I can try and see if I can... find some weaknesses. Okay, let's see. Maybe queen to e2. I don't mind giving up the light square bishop. And then just kind of keeping control in the center. And then maybe castling. Kind of depends. If he takes my bishop, then I probably have to castle kingside. Maybe knight to d2, castle kingside, and then f4. That could be a bit of a short-term plan. Huh. Okay, now maybe he wants the castle this way. Just create a very simple threat here. Yeah. Okay. Alright, now I think I know what I have to do. If he castles this way, then... Okay, wow. Now I'm kind of almost inclined not to castle at all, because I feel like at some point he's going to castle here. It's kind of like a who blinks first type situation. So is he sacrificing the exchange? Probably works, but although there's a problem here, if he takes with his rook, I can actually hop in over here. Yeah, it's a good idea. Let's kind of just pretend like we didn't see it, and let's see what happens here. He's like, I can sacrifice this exchange, takes, and then, oh, where do I go? I'm losing the rook, but it doesn't work because I have this bishop move. So this is kind of like a, hustle. Yeah, okay, so he sees it, he's not interested. Fair enough. All right, I'm just gonna move back and threaten his queen. And now, okay, I'm just gonna kind of chase him around a little bit and force him to make some kind of concrete decision about what his plan is in terms of putting pressure on me. Okay. This looks like a reasonable move too. Takes. And then I... Man. How do I miss this? Oh, that is such a frustrating move. Can I play this? Takes. I guess so. Let's try it. I needed this pawn. Maybe I don't need the pawn. H-pawns are overrated. And I just realized I give up a pawn. For free, some pro bono work. No idea what I'm doing now. Sigh. Okay, so let's keep this guy imprisoned, and then at least I have knight to f5, and he can only hang out on these squares. So I'll probably play even king to d2 now. Now the queens are off the board. Maybe it's not quite as terrible as it seems. Can he take here? No, he can't take, because then I have knight to f5. Knife to f5. Okay, now he wants to take, but I have to play this move. I would love him to move that way so that I could ruin his life, but he's too smart for that. This is the problem. When you get to 2000, you're just not going to fall into these kind of traps. It's very, very difficult to play against these guys. They're so strong. Okay. So I guess here, nah, doesn't work. Really not loving my position. I think he probably just wants to push forward, but he doesn't. Okay. I'm gonna take with a knight and just hold on for dear life. That's my plan. Okay, he wants an endgame upper pawn. Understandable. I too would want an endgame upper pawn if I was him. I'm gonna take with this pawn, and it's a little weird. I allow this kind of isolated thing, but you know, what are you gonna do? Now and then. Let's hope he immediately blunders and plays rook to d8. That would be nice. Okay, so this gives me something to play for, because now this b7 pawn looks like there are some problems in paradise. He probably wants to infiltrate. I would do the same. Then he'll sacrifice this pawn so that he can get the rook in. That's what I would do at least. Nah, I don't know why I played that. It's a bad move. Should have played rook to b7. Okay, now I can play rook to b7. Is there a way to defend this? Probably not. He just will... Oh, okay. He will play rook to d8. Nah, rook to d8 doesn't infiltrate in the same way. And he can't move his rook off the 8th rank because I'm going to be targeting the bishop on b8. So that's good. Okay. Oh, we just need to play quickly. Oh, this is so frustrating. It's going to be a tight one, especially with this pass pawn. Oh, is there a chance for me to mate here? Oh, this is so frustrating. I need to desperately try. Oh, I just hung my bishop. Just hung my bishop. I've been like in an extremely competitive mood. I don't feel like losing, but I'm gonna. I want to break something. Okay. It's just so unnecessary. So unnecessary. But in a much realer way, very necessary. In order to get better, you have to lose. But I need to do a little bit of work here to see exactly what's happening. Because I played very poorly. Had an advantage. Here, I start getting some very reasonable counterplay here. And I just lose the plot a little bit. I said rook to b6 here, probably. Yeah, rook to b6. I need to hold on to the pawn. The problem is I spent this time just wasting time. And of course, I kept myself in a lot of trouble. I think I need to chase him around a little bit. Yeah, if I had more time, I'm gonna figure this out. But yeah, okay. So this is a draw, and I probably would have been able to save this quite comfortably if I had a bit more time on my hands, but my opponent played well and put me under pressure on the clock. But yeah, not happy with the way I played. It's just stupid. But yeah, okay, stay positive. There'll be another opportunity to win, hopefully. Hopefully, definitely. So that's a wrap for today. Hope everyone has a good one, and I will see you tomorrow. And I'm going to bring my A game tomorrow.